Hi everyone, how are you? Welcome to my first FB Live tonight. In fact, I extended a lot of invitation to my friends, my contact, and hopefully they will come to witness. This is my first time in the FB Live. Thank you so much for your kind support. So my name is CP. So nice to meet you, Skipper. I think just now we heard the applause from the Philippines about Mr. Mani. It's such a great sharing and very inspiring. I
Yeah.
believe as a conventional businessman, he has transformed his struggle a lot. At least, congratulations to him. He has found his own choice, the right platform for him to explore in the business. And tomorrow, I think our Muslim friend is going to celebrate their Raya. I would like to take this opportunity to wish all our Muslim friends here Selamat Hari Raya Aidilfitri, and to my Indo friends Selamat Hari Raya Idul Fitri. Hi, Skipper. How are you?
So glad of you to join us. Now, since this is your first sharing live on Facebook, we all like to know more about you. So let's start by telling a little something about yourself, your background.
Okay. Yeah, I came from a very poor family from a small village. So, but due to the financial constraint, just like the first sharer, I had to halt my study at the high school level. But that doesn't mean that I have to stop everything. I never discount from there. I think beside education is important, but if we don't have the chance, we are not given the opportunity to pursue further study, that doesn't mean it's the end of our future. That doesn't mean that's the end of our life. I think we have to start other means, other ways to explore ourselves. And I feel so great in my youth time. I'm so fortunate to come across a Soka Gakkai Buddhist organization. I think this organization had nurtured me a lot, especially with my life mentor, Ikeda, Daisaku Ikeda. With his guidance, I think today I can have a strong character and very positive approach in facing of any adversity in our life. I thank you so much. And I start after finishing my high school, skipper. I started to look for jobs. Or I
Mhm.
started first job in the flour mills as a lab technician. So we work on shift, we work 24 hours because we need money at that time. I to the extent I can work 24 hours. And at the age of 25 years old, I'm lucky enough, or due to my diligence and commitment, I was offered a job in the MNC. There was a QC R&D manager in an MNC company. And from there, I start to explore myself. That is a little bit about my thing. Okay, Skipper? Mm.
Mhm. And when you told us you had the opportunity to work in an NMC, so how long did it take for you to be in there to reach to climb to the top of the corporate ladder?
Good question, Skipper. So I started very humble beginning as a QC R&D manager. I think considered junior, but due to our company rapid expansion, the food industry, and I also don't know. We got the chance. We work. We contribute ourselves. We work without so much of calculation. Don't be calculative. Give the
Mhm.
commitment. In the 5 years time, I was able to be promoted to the plant manager in charge of 4 factories, about 500 workers that's under my charge. That's I think a lot of people they are so amazed about this. They're so envied about my achievement. So I think if we can put in hard work, everything is pay off. I think important is that is the hard work and the commitment with the things. Yeah, yeah, Skipper.
So after 5 years as plant manager, being at the top of everything, why is it that do you still think that there's a higher value than that?
Oh, wonderful questions. I'm the man who always talk about value. So I always ask myself, where is my value? What is my value? Maybe it's the next 3 years or 5 years. Because my job require me a lot of standby. You know, my job is 7, 24, 365. What does it mean? I have to work or be standby, you know, because our factory is running 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, you know. So we have to stand by on call 7 days a week, you know, 24 hours a day. At that time, we don't have the handphone, we don't have the mobile phone. Everyone were given, you know, the pager. At that time, you cut off your pager, even you go to bed, you know, bedtime. Sometimes you will sound asleep at midnight, but you got a message, beep, 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 sound. You got to get up from the bed and get ready yourself and then call back to the factory. What was happening? And to have the problem solving in that moment. After a few years of that struggle, of hard work, I start to ask myself, what was my value on that? With that amount of money that I get, about 10,000 income a month, inclusive everything, and with the time, the working hours that I put in, I must look at what is my value, you know. So at the end, I got a shock when I realized that my value is only worth about 40 ringgit per hour, you know, despite that so much of the works, so much of stress that we had gone through, you know, in manufacturing time, that is
Oh,
really stress, you know, skipper, really stressing. Yeah, that's why I say that is something I will not be complacent. I will not be satisfied. You know, I have to look for that better opportunity. There is some way there is more thing for us to explore. Yes.
and so beyond that, what did you find beyond that? What else did you explore after being plant
Yeah.
manager?
Yeah, as you know, since we were born in the poverty, you know, so we have the big dream from childhood time. I always have the big dream. When I see people driving a luxurious car, the first question you raise in my heart, I will raise the question: why not me? When is my turn? You know, I can have the kind of luxury car like that. You know, when is my turn? I just, when is my turn? What should I do? You know. So at that time, I start to explore in the other area as a part-time life insurance agent. You know, life insurance agent. Why I was involved at that time, I think it's quite a rewarding career. You know, so you have. I also like to meet people. You know, to provide a solution for the protection. I think within a few years, I was. Ever quite hard, I swear. Despite that, my very tight schedule in my factory, I also can really squeeze some time during the weekend to find the quality prospects. You know, I will, yeah, I did quite well as well. I was quite, I feel quite great about myself. You know, with the achievement, I was promoted to career agent or similar to unit manager at to their level. You know, so besides that, I still think not enough. You know, at that time, you know, in the Malaysia during 1997, 96, you know, the stock market was good and a lot of company go public listed, you know. I also asking them, I look at the success of people, we also try to emulate them, you know. Hey, why don't we build a company, we establish the company, and one day we can list them on the board, you know, or we can call them, because I admire my ex-boss, you know, he built the phenomenon that after that he list the company on the board and then he just called it quick retire with all the luxuries, you know. That's we were trained. So that's that's what our life go through. I think it's something, why not? That's why at that time, even though I was thinking working with for others, I was still being employed. I started to start some partnership business with three of my friends. Four of us, we started a partnership in a manufacturing business. You know, so the business will start off very well in the first year in 1997. At that time, you know, our factory is running full swing, 24 hours. And our business quite good, you know, about 200,000 over monthly revenue. But you know, thing is not there forever good, you know. Okay, so we come to 1998. What happened? 1998, I think the whole Asian, especially Asian countries, South Asia country, we experienced, for those
Mhm.
people who worked in the 1998, there was the Asian financial crisis. You know, you look at the exchange rate from US $1 versus 250 up to 5 ringgit. A lot of business will crumble and tumble. A lot of the conglomerate were forced to close down. And my small company, it can't be spared as well, you know. My principle is we
Mhm.
don't owe people money. Whatever a company we owe people money, we bought anything, product or raw material, we have to pay them off. But the good thing never happened to us, you know. Even though we have done a good deed, you know, we have those buyer from buy the product for a company. I don't know, they purposely don't pay us, or they're in the deep of financial difficulties. So in the financial, due to this financial crisis, we have 6 months of uncollected debt out there. Imagine that 1 month is 200 over thousand, I think it's almost a 1 million debt uncollected. In business, we always talk business, there's no profit, that means there's no business. And a lot of people like to venture the business because they look at the money size. But we can hope for the best, but we also have to prepare for the worst, you know. When the business
Mhm.
you don't make loss, or you are inherited a debt, that is a disaster, skipper. It's a really disaster, you know. Okay, because as a private limited company, as the director, so the bank has, because they own a liability. Bank use all the director as the liability for all that machinery that we bought. Okay, yeah.
So what happened after the financial crisis? Um, Surely you are now on the Elken Global platform. What actually made you to come on board?
I like your questions, Keeper. That is very good questions, you know. So I think that business, the commercial business, the manufacturing business, that we need to tie up. We need to have a lot commitment with the purchase of machinery things, you know. We end up with all these guarantorship and all these things, you know. So you are liable for all this debt that you inherit. But I still don't give up on the hope of venturing into business. But now the question is, what kind of business? What type of business model that we should explore? After giving the lengthy consideration and a study about all these things, I realized that there are two main factors in order to run a. I don't say it's a must win, so it's very a smooth and good business. The first thing is involved with the low capital. You know, in business, the cash flow is the main thing. If our capital is low, I don't think it doesn't affect much of our cash flow. The second thing, in the future, a lot of things within our control is okay, but in the business, there are a lot of things beyond our control. Though that is good, that is advisable, that we look for something with low risk. So at that time, my wife, after give birth to my second son, so now my good friend also, her good friend also, Joanne Lee, approached her with the government thing, you know, you say after you give birth, sure, ladies, you know, so the figure will a bit out of shape, you know. They, you know, lady, they are so particular about their body shape, they want big, the hourglass shape and all these things, you know. So I think at that time the need is there. So she bought one set for so-called lingerie, and without my knowledge as well, and amazing during the month of confinement, after confinements, during confinements, the friend will give you those, like, normally they'll send some gift to you as a return. We will bring some cakes or some delicacy to them, so, as a token of appreciation. But all of her colleague and friend asked her a very funny question. Wait, Catherine, are you sure you were on confinement, or you're on a honeymoon? Catherine said, yeah, I was on confinement, but unbelievable. How could you keep your body shape is such a major shape and hourglass shape despite that only 2 months of confinement, you know? Then just show them, ask them to touch, that the garment that he put on. And then from there, he started a business, he can earn some income. She only 1 month, he qualified for Japan trip. And then within 6 months, my, I got the shock, you know why? The income come to 10,000, monthly income 10,000, the part-time basis, just selling the ladies' lingerie garment, That make me, that make me a puzzles again. What type of business is this, So there is a business you must focus on deep. Then I also witnessed the changes in my upline, Mr. Gabriel and Julian. Those days they were driving a normal Protons. After they upgrade to Honda City and then they upgrade to the Mercedes. Wow, this was my dream car, skipper. Like saying go, you cannot beat them, you follow them. So 1999, I was invited to one of the camp organized by Elken. From there, I think I came across a lot of youngster, fresh graduate from universities, the fresh grad, but the income is unbelievable. 3 times, 4 times, 10 times. And some of the housewives, my senior upline, their income also talking about 20, 30,000 a month. I said the world must be crazy. So I said, let me explore this so-called MLM or network marketing business. I was very anti on that thing because we were in the professional, in the life insurance, all these things. I said, never mind, we just give the explore to this. So year 2000, I started full-time, make decisions. I decided to go full-time on this business. And yet, I feel very honored that it took me 30 months to reach the highest ranking at that time. So my income was about fourfold of my working story. Then I enjoy with all these during my dream cars, my dream house, and that were no longer in the dream. No, so it become the reality. I got my income, such a good income from there within 30 months of the exploration in this business, and got my dream car Mercedes, the Range Rover, and my dream house, so all these things. And beside that, we also given the opportunity to discover the world discovery, amazing. We've been given the free trip to travel around the world. We have been travel to almost more than 45 cities across 30 countries in the world, plus the pyramids, okay, Colosseum, Great Wall, Grand Canyon, all these things. I think this business is really interesting and really educational. All the hard work that you put in, and they pay off. We all the traveling people like to travel. Those days when I work also with travel, but we got to prepare a lot of reports. We don't really enjoy as what we really enjoy. This is really vacation, free vacation, without stress, without writing any report, all these things. It's fantastic career that I have discovered. And after that also, I think about this business, they only talking about the pursuit of material reality. They just say we just talk about material gains. I think it's incomplete. So this platform is make me more excited. You know why? Spiritually, we also can enrich ourselves. So very fortunate that even though I don't have degree, and I come to this Elken platform, it's such an Elken University, I can pursue my water study in this platform thanks to my mentor in the waters, the treatment system, Mr. Our master water specialist, Mr. Mike Long, that I can qualify as a certified water specialist grade 2, major in the RO, and also through all this platform, I learned a lot about the wellness concept. This wellness concept is not only the cellular MRT, molecular reform therapy. We go down to the cell, and today I'm also the qualified the health consultant, and also is the quasar therapy. Quasar is the oriental way of the treatment, the sickness and diagnosis of the sickness. So we learn from there, and beside that also we also been trained as a speaker, motivator, and all these things. I think it's a good platform. Beside all the material gains that we talk about spiritually, then we also can empower ourselves and develop our own thing to the personal development. Okay. And once I got all these things, I think it's a time that to pay back. We don't keep it to ourselves. If we keep it to ourselves, I think it's very selfish. So, and I think this is really go along in accordance with the Elken Global Vision, which is enriching lives together. That just like just now, our first year have shared with us, build you to build others. I think this is very important. In the business today, most of the commercial business, the boss only center is they only focus on themselves. They only focus how much money can I make. You look at the company, mostly those who are driving the luxurious car is the owner or is the boss or is the top the top the corporate leader, the MD and all these things. So this is not called enriching lives together. I think in this business we are for this concept, we meet a lot of people, and with all this MRT concept, with all the holistic beauty concept, we have enriched and empower a lot of people and have them to go through the transformation process from sickness to wellness and go through the beauty transformation from the head to toe, from inner out. A lot of people gain confidence from those days decreasing appearance, and today they look young and they look brilliant, they look beautiful, they look more sexy. That's why they get the self-confidence. And besides that, I also travel around this region, especially Singapore, Indonesia, Thailand, Vietnam, and the Philippines. But I focus back to the Indonesia, meet a lot of people from the different place, of different culture, and have them to enrich their life together and use to build others. So beside that, we also have a lot of people to gain their financial freedom to the extent that some people can retire rich, some people can retire with all the good knowledge about how to take care of their health, the very good knowledge of health management. Some people can retire as beautiful as they was young, the stock age. And a lot of people gain the financial independence and enjoy the luxuries in their life. I think that is really, really fantastic career, and I feel very relieved. I feel very satisfied, and I feel this is something we call that enriching life together. Skipper, it's a wonderful thing. And beside that, others, I think, my own family as well. Okay, so we also talking about my own family, like my late father. He came from China. He really the own dream, the lifelong dream is just want to revisit back his homeland in Hainan Island. So at that time, I can't afford to fly him there because he is not Malaysian citizen. To go through all the hassle process is very difficult and really, really high cost and all these things. But through this platform, I will able to give him, I think, 3, 4 times. He can visit and travel back to the homeland and call the golden memory. He's so happy, and also finally after 50 years, he also managed to gain his Malaysian citizenship. And so my mom also travel, and to my two prince, okay, my two boys. Since we have given them, I think we have the charge. We, 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 we really give our good thing to them in terms of education. And today with all this that we get from the Alcan, we enable to give them a good education, okay, from the international school up to the university. Some, even my eldest son, they travel overseas and all these things. I feel that we have the left foundation for them in really enriching life together, not only yourself, your loved one, your circles of friends. Only we have to only to this thing you make your life complete, make your business complete, and this is really, really a holistic approach to you and me, Skipper.
I love how you emphasize a very holistic way of enriching lives, because you're not just doing it for yourself, you have also doing it for your family and also the rest, the others, everybody in your team as well. Now that sounds like a lot, a lot of work and challenge. So how do you break through these obstacles and with regards in the Elken global environment?
Okay. Yeah, definitely it's a lot of things that we need to in terms of business, the always up and down, so you don't expect a smooth journey. As the saying go, when going get tough, the tough get going. So important then we have to condition our mind. We have to get ready to face in any of the adversity. I think it's the preparedness. We have to prepare ourselves. And it comes to all this, the breakthrough, I think it's very important is through all this Elkin thing, we really put our commitment there. The hard work is there and the smart work is there because basically this is called is the teamwork. This is a teamwork. And if you really take care of your network, you really work for them, at the end we all enjoy the fruits that together that we have so together. And it comes to I think that it is a more important thing, Skipper. Yeah. And it come to this, about this IELTN, the Elken Global things. And the online things, definitely, to me, I feel that is something is very challenging. But first of all, I would like to take this opportunity and to express my heartfelt gratitude to our Elken Global founder, Mr. Tan. To him, I regard him as a big brother. He always there to provide us any solutions. And he's a man, very kind, very calm as well. He don't easily get mad and all these things. And he handle things with wisdom. Okay, and he got the foresight. He really think of the future for the company. And beside that, I also take this opportunity to thank our Wild Geese System Network founder, Mr. Francis Chia, and my business mentor, President Gabriel Wun and Julie, and Three-Star Diamond, Miss Penry, for all their unselfish guidance and their persistence in guidance on us to get where we are and what we are today. Thank you so much to all my mentors. Okay, and come to this business, I think is why what house can I break through? I think right now everybody we face the one common thing, so it's the pandemic COVID-19, right? In the whole world. But I think I think I have gone through that because I don't know about recession when I first started to work, in 1986, 87. At that time, I was in the Kuantan, but I noticed a lot of people migrate back from the big city, from KL to Kuantan. They say economy is not good. A lot of factory closed down, their business closed down. That's why they came back to the hometown and look for the job. That was what I know. I do not know. I also heard that some of this market were closed down. And I come to 1998, I on myself see it and experience it, the Asian financial crisis. And I come to 2008, I think we experienced about the US mortgage crisis and all this thing. And few years later, we always think that the EU bloc is so strong and solid, but never tumble, and they tumble as well. Then like some few countries almost go bankrupt. I think through all this accumulation of the small recession, and today it comes to 2020, there is the Great Depression. And Great Depression, I read about these articles a few years back. It said it will happen every 70, 80 years. But I think the last Great Depression happened was in 1920. Exactly, there's 100 years. That was a Wall Street market crash. And today it's not just only the market crash. You're not only talking about trade war. You're not only talking about COVID-19, the virus. And we had never seen before the plummeted of the crude oil price from the 80 per barrel, 60 per barrel, go down to 30, 10, and even the future, the price talking about negative 33. It never happened in the history that you buy a barrel of oil, the seller have to pay the buyer some money. It never happened. That's why I experienced that a lot of things must happen, and the world had gone through a lot of destruction and construction again. And I think just like the people will go through the process of the birth and the death again. So through this Great Depression, it will give rise to a lot of new opportunity and a lot of new model of business. Okay, I used to do business, and the Elken business is the offline way of doing things. And I always talk to myself, I need to convince people only with a face-to-face talk. I need to look at their eyes. I need to present to the presentation in front of them to convince them, to motivate them with the high touch, with the high touch, all these things. That's why, but that was the constraint, That's why I would like to travel around the world, to explore, to enrich people life. Don't say about the world, it's talking about South Asia. At the end, and only can end up by saying in Indonesia. Indonesia, they got 7,000 the island, and they end up by saying the Java Island because it really, really need a lot of resources to travel. First thing, to get time. Secondly, to get expenditure. Okay? Then we're talking about that one country doesn't mean one city. If you just spend a few days, you travel, when you travel, it takes about one day, almost half a day or one day. Basically, you need to spend more days. Let's say you really want all this thing. So after this pandemic, we can see there is a new norm, this new model. Not only happen to our daily life, it can happen in the business world as well. So you can see people those days stay at home only for holiday watching TV, but today people stay at home only work from home. Okay, business from home, meeting from home. Meeting from home is not like those days through email or the only virtual only, but today the live. You can see me live, and I
Right.
think it's not mistaken. Singapore, a few days ago they passed a judgment, to convict a drug addict through the Zoom meeting. They mean it's the online judgment as well. In the future, a lot of decisions it can be made, online. All this thing is on home, on the office. So what we predict in the future, anticipate in the future, on the street there'll be less traffic because people will start to migrate back to the outskirts. They will not like to pay the high rental at the city, and you can see maybe a lot of office will be vacated. Become vacant because the lot of the entrepreneur, the business owner feel that if we can run business from home, why should I run the office? Why should I pay with all the overhead? Overhead will kill you, man. So all this the trend is like that. Whether you like it or you don't like it. After the post pandemic COVID-19, the new model of business is basically people would say that everything we can Zoom, everything we can WhatsApp, everything we can Google and through online thing. So is even though I don't really like it, even though I'm illiterate in the internet and everything, I force myself have to. It's just like today is my first attempt to be live, Sometimes I feel very uneasy to look at the screen. I don't know whether people look at me or not, or whether they're off the screen or not. But this is the trend that we have to adopt. So today I feel very glad that we have to break through whatever thing. For those people who are already in this like the online seller, congratulate them. This is a right platform. You can explore yourself. But those people who still behind, illiterate like me, I think we have the opportunity, congratulate as well. We have the fair opportunity. We have to upgrade ourselves as well. And today, Elken Global, I think, is fantastic thing. It just needs about US $75. You can travel, you can do the business across the world. In those days when we do the things only past 20 years, we only can expand to 10 countries, but today only 45 countries and more to come and 100 over countries. In fact, today I have invited some of my friend contact from the UK and Switzerland and India as well. I think in those days I can't do that as well, And this is a real platform that we should look at this. And Elken platform, a new technology, new platform, new exploration with a 100-year vision. This company is not there for a short term. Our founder has set the very clear vision, go for 100 years. It means this company was going to be there for 100 years, ladies and gentlemen. Without further ado, without much hesitation, you don't worry about the future because this business will be sustainable. Because with the long-term plan is there, it can be sustainable. And with the long-term plan is there, we put in the hard work with the letters, the new tech, it is inheritable. You mean you can pass down to the next generation, and definitely with this wonderful platform, everybody you can enrich our life together. And with that, I would like to end my sharing today. And thank you so much for your patience. And I wish everybody a very good day ahead. And stay safe, stay healthy, work from home, business from home, Elken Global from home. Thank you so much.